never got
5,000, that's great.
And also we have the English one, you see the
Right.
English, but this is majority of also. And all are donation. Whatever you can see here is donation. Yes. I don't have money.
Beautiful. That's a great resource for the community.
Freeland is the Minister of Global Affairs and International Affairs since January 2017 and 2015. She was the Minister of the International Trade, and before that she has been a journalist and a writer, and then she became politician. And I hope she will be as successful as she was as a writer and journalist. And we have also the American of me in Chinese. Therefore, I checked with my office manager today how to pronounce it in Chinese.
That's
10 times she told me.
Very good.
She is candidate of the Liberal Party in Markham, and those who are living in Markham, I like to know her and voting for her. She has been for 20 years in the public service before working with the Liberal Party of Ontario with Gerald Kennedy when he was the Minister of Education. He's a good friend of mine, and also Mr. Dr. Magenti. And I'm very happy to introduce all these Liberal candidates as a personal interest, but not as a career, because I cannot be devoted to any party. I try to keep myself neutral. But as a personal issue, yes, I am a Liberal, and I love to support. And Minister, for your information, we had Justin, Prime Minister here.
Good afternoon. It's really, really wonderful to be here. My name is Chrystia Freeland. I'm Canada's Minister of Foreign Affairs, and it's a real honor for me to represent you and all Canadians. This is a very complicated time in the world, but it's a time when we can be especially proud to be Canadians, and we're lucky to be Canadian, and the Canadian voice in the world today is especially the time when there is a lot of conflict in the world between countries, when a lot of the institutions that have kept us together, people are trying to break them up. And there's a lot of conflict inside countries. A lot of countries are very divided right now, very torn apart, have a lot of internal arguments. I think quite a dangerous moment for the world and inside many countries. Canada is very special right now because inside Canada, we are a country where we believe so strongly that we are strong not despite our diversity, but because of our diversity. Our diversity of our country, and Markham is such an amazing example of this, our diversity is our strength. And Canadians know that, we believe that, and whenever I am anywhere outside Canada, people say to me, Canada is such a miracle. How do you manage it? How do you manage to have such diversity where everyone respects each other, where every community can really flourish and continue to enjoy its traditions and language and history and culture as you do here, and yet you can all live together and be stronger because you're all together. But we figured out how to do that in Canada, and I think that's very powerful. It makes our country really strong, and it is a very important example to the world today. And I hear that everywhere I go. I was in Washington on Wednesday, I'll be in Brussels next Friday. Everyone wants to talk to Canada and to say, how do you do it? And can you help show the rest of the world? One of the things that we're seeing in this time of a lot of conflict in the world is some real hostility towards Muslims. And we see it in other countries. And I'm sad to say we see it a little bit in Canada as well. We had a recent very tragic attack on a mosque. And one thing that I do want to say, especially to people here, I was very, very proud to vote with our government yesterday in the House of Commons to support our Member of Parliament's bill speaking out specifically against Islamophobia. And it's very important for me as Minister of Foreign Affairs to say to all Canadians, You are Canadian, this is your home, you are safe here. But particularly given the climate today, to say to our Muslim fellow Canadians, you are Canadian, you are home here, your government supports you.
Thank you. It has been wonderful to be here, and throughout my candidacy, I have talked to a lot of people here at Markham Thornhill, and I have, I have attended gatherings like this one. So thank you so much for welcoming me today, and for showing me, showing me around in the center, showing me and the minister around the center. I think the services and the work that gets done here is really important. They help people, welcome people as newcomers come in, and for someone like me who who came to this country as a young person and learned the values of hard work, working in my father's restaurant, so probably not very different than a lot of the experiences of people in this room, and certainly those that I've met in Markham Thornhill. The value of hard work and resilience is what I learned as a child, as a new immigrant in this country, and spent 20 years working, servicing, providing public services. I mean, to people, largely in education, here in Ontario, and at post-secondary at Ryerson University downtown Toronto. And most recently, I mean, one of the most proud things I got to do, and I think, if my father were alive today, he would say, God, I can't believe, I came to Canada all those years ago, and my child got to work with the Prime Minister. My child who's a woman, is now able to run for office in this country. So it is enormously proud for me to stand here before you to ask for your support. But the work that I did, for this government on behalf of the Prime Minister was really important, and I'll tell you why. I was asked to join a team to do the work, which is to create a process or modify the process for public appointments, and to make it more transparent, and to make it more transparent, and most importantly, to make it merit-based. But that our appointments were going to reflect Canadians today. I had the enormous privilege of meeting so many people from across the country, from diverse communities, who are able, strong Canadians. And it is those Canadians who need to be appointed, who need to serve our institutions, our very important institutions in the country, with diverse decision-making. I hope to be able to go up to Parliament, representing the people of Markham Thornhill, with a strong voice, to be their strongest advocate, and bring my values as an immigrant, with my experience over the many years and my work experience. And with that, I think what I do is I bring a bit of everybody who's in this room and others I've met across the community. So I will continue to work hard for the next 10 days.
Because it seems that I and her have the same history with the Liberal Party. I was the one that hosted Dalton event before become leader. When he become leader, not even premier, I was hosting him and had a fundraising at my home. That's at that time. I know him as a very good gentleman.
So you were like the luck charm.
Yes, and also Gerald Kennedy is a very nice guy. I respect him a lot in the Liberal Party. There are quite people I know, and as a friend, I really respect them. And